So Anthony Mackie, Captain America, he talked about this clip about success, and he put that success is given, not earned. And I want to know what your guys' take on this is.
I've been in the business 24 years, right? And I've seen people go from nothing to the biggest stars in the world. I've seen people go from one role to winning Academy Awards and doing all this shit. And what I realized yesterday thinking about it, we're lying to our kids, dog. And I think that's a big problem in our community. We tell our kids that and this is fresh on my heart, like I literally just came to this conclusion last night. We tell our kids if they do right and they make the good grades and they go to the programs and they will become successful. If you work hard enough, your work will be paid off. And that's not true. Success is given. It's not earned. Because you can be the most brilliant. If one person don't tap you, each one of y'all. There were people who could hit harder, who could catch better, who could run faster. But somebody said, you're the one. And the other 50 behind you fell off. You know what I mean? Mm-hmm. And because of that, I don't know what that emotion or that feeling is the scary thing. Because I went to all the programs. I've done Broadway. I've done off-Broadway. I've been in the business 24 years. I've been in 2 Academy Award films. I've done independent films. I've done major motion pictures. Now I'm Captain America. So now what?
What are your thoughts on that?
I think he's half right. I think there's a lot more. He kind of dumbed it down, but simplified it a little bit. Because that is right. Like, yeah, people get tapped sometimes that it's just like, I know I'm better than them. We've talked about it privately. Like, I know I'm better than this person. Why is he there? But it also, like, I think it's like you still need to work hard. You still need to be respectful. You still need to put in the work. Like, and then, yes, and someone does have to notice it. And I think that's just how this whole world works. Like, I don't think there's one person in the entire world you could name that didn't get put on by someone. Mm-hmm. So of course, it's who you know. It's what you know. It's a mixture of, it's a mixture of what you know and who you know. But it's not just like.
But that also takes work.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
Like, he's right. Yeah, like, it's who you get put on, or someone needs to tap you, or someone. That just means that they worked hard in that area to network, to meet people, to get out there.
Absolutely.
Yes, he needs to work on everything else, but there are some people who are in positions that I'm like, what? But they probably put more work than I did in going out there, networking, maybe creating more content, doing things. There are people less talented than I am with more followers, with more money, getting endorsement deals because they've put in the work in things that I have not. So yes, I think like Juju's right. It is a combination. If someone needs to tap you and be like, you know, with the red. But that means that you worked hard in another area to be seen, to be tapped, to be called, to be
it's not like someone's like, I'm not going to go outside and just like see a random person. Hey, you, come on. I'm going to put you on radio right now.
Yeah,
no,
it's not the way it works.
It's like.
I mean, sometimes it works like that.
Yeah, well, I think that's what he's referring to.
Well, no, because like even then, like, you got to put yourself in the spot to be seen to get tapped.
And if he is referring to that, that also happens.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, absolutely.
They call them industry plants, or sometimes people just, I know someone and, you know, let's put you on this and let's put you on that. Like, for example, what's his name? Macaulay
Culkin?
And his brother, right? Mm-hmm. His brother's also an actor. So he put his brother in that role where he's sitting there and, you know, he's still probably getting checks for that role. But that's because that was his brother. Literally, someone was like, you, kid, you're related to this kid, or you know this kid. We're going to put you on there. It happens all the time, everywhere.
They call it like Nepo babies, right? Or nepotism?
Nepotism, yeah.
But it could happen with us. It happened to me. Vinny's aunt put me on because she knew me. I took somebody else's seat. Mm-hmm. It happens all the time. It's just the way of life. I think like complaining about it kind of sometimes lowers our vibration.
Yeah.
like, he's right. I think he's right.
He's right. He's not wrong, but he's also not 100% right. Again, I think he's just simplifying it. And maybe there's more, because we just saw the clip, so maybe there's more to it that he really kind of like brought it back in and hold it in and took it home, like the meaning, the point home. But from that clip alone, it's like, yes, but also like, bro, like even you, like, yeah, like you got tapped to be in the MCU, Disney, that's money.
Huge.
But it took you getting dissed by Eminem in a smaller role to get there, you know? Like,
I think
what's crazy, Anthony Mackie, he has like, he's like, oh shit, I didn't even realize you were in this movie. This is like years, like movies in the 90s. Like, oh damn, like,
wasted 24 years.
Yeah,
like, that's a long time.
Yeah.
But for me, what I got out of that clip was he kind of like it was a little hypocritical because he said it himself. Like, I did Broadway, I did this, and that, and I think all that experience is what kept them there, because people get put on, but you'll see them popping for a year, boom, gone. Why? Because they didn't have the work ethic. They didn't know how to manage it. They didn't know how to be around it. They didn't know how to like deal with stardom, you know? And I think that's where all the hard work comes from. Like for me, one thing is that I do so much studying and so much like learning that once they give me the opportunity, I know I'm gonna stay there because I know how to maneuver. I know how to manage. I know more than most. So I think that's what I kind of got out of it. It's like, yeah, okay, people are giving the opportunity, but like, what do they do after? Mm-hmm. You know, and that's why you see a lot of people fall off. They're popping, like I said, they're popping for a year, then they disappear. So I think it was a good example of just showing that even himself, he did all this work. He was in it for 24 years. Now he's Captain America.
Yeah. And maybe he feels resentful that he had to do it for 24 years. And then finally he's being Captain America.
And then there's people who
showed up a year later. They're giving a role. However, I feel like, again, that lowers your vibration. I believe that it is a concoction of things. It is magic. It is timing. It is effort. It is a mixture of everything.
Yeah. And
when something like that happens to you, like that, he gets put on, you get me being on to me, that is pure magic. Mm-hmm. There were a ton of people in my radio school that I went to. There are a ton of people that I've worked with over the years who did the same shifts as me, who were doing this, who were doing that. It is a concoction of everything. And it just has to be divine timing and effort and magic. But
it's staying there too. Like one thing about my, I guess, success, you could say, is that I remember when Calle came about and I didn't really want to do it, but I do remember all of my DJ friends getting the call. I never got the call. It took like me meeting Jessica Flores at a street team event, and then somebody putting my name in Santa Rosa's ear, and eventually he was like, all right, let me get one of your mixtapes in. But I was never the initial call. There was like, I could name 10 DJs that got the call before I did. And I remember too, like, even we hit pandemic, I got let go and I came back, and then they put me on the street team again, and I saw other DJs get big opportunities to be live on air when I wasn't put on. I was overlooked. I thought I was next up, then I got overlooked, and I'm like, oh shit. Well, but instead of like being like, oh yeah, like that shit was given to him, I was like, nah, you know what? I'm gonna watch this guy fail, and I'm gonna just study in the back. I bought the equipment that's similar to the one that's in the mix room, because I saw what they had, and I'm like, you know what? I'm gonna master that craft so that the second they're like, hey, Vinny, we would need you to fill in, I know I'm gonna kill it, and I know I'm gonna be ready. And sure enough, they gave me that call, and 3 years later, I'm still there. So I think it's just like all that hard work is kind of just, it's more about staying there, not getting there.
Yeah, well, I mean, like, hey, look, luck might have got me there, but my work ethic is what keeps me there. Mm-hmm. Like, it was like a sheer, I just happened to be hanging out with Melissa, and she's like, motherfucker, if you're going to be here, go to work. Cool, bet. And that's what gave me the opportunities that I'm getting now. So it was kind of like just happenstance. Like, I just happened to annoy Melissa to the point where she gave me a job. but my work ethic is what kept me there. And my work ethic is what kept me, not saying that you have bad work ethic, but that's what kept me in the building at Power. Because they know if I ask Juju to do something, he's going to do it. He's not going to complain about shit. Hey, Juju, we need you to drive to San Diego and pick up a big old desk because we're adding a morning show. So we're redoing the studio. I need you to go pick up a desk in the mobile DJ. All right, let's go. Hey, Juju, I need you to strip all the wires from this building because we're getting rid of half the side of the building. So strip the wires. We're taking everything out. Bet, let's do this. And that's what kept me in like, hey, when they could call someone, they call Juju, I need you to sit here and check everyone's temperature and go around the office and clean everything, wipe everything down with sanitizer for 6-7 months. Got it. And that's what kept me there. But like, yeah, like, and it's happened too, same thing where it's like, yeah, there's some people that got an opportunity over me. And not that I never, one of the things I pride myself is I never hope for your downfall, but I just know that I'm going to outwork you eventually. Mm-hmm. And my work ethic is what's going to keep me there. My work ethic is what's going to help me win at the end.
Yeah, like, as long as you're doing, like Vinny said, I'm just going to stand by and I'm going to work hard. I'm going to learn. I'm going to do my part, and wait for my turn because it's coming. Juju, I'm going to do it. I'm going to work. My mom tells me all the time, and I think I've said this before, lo del César al César. Lo que es para ti, aunque te quites, lo que no, aunque te pongas. I believe in divine timing. I believe in what's for me. I believe that, God's going to take care of me regardless. So I am not worried about what other people are given. I'm not worried if more for you doesn't mean less for me. Mm-hmm. And I feel like I keep saying that's low vibrational, what he's saying, because it's like you're too focused on what fulanito's doing, how fast he got there, how long it took them, and then you're bitter about your 25 years instead of thinking how blessed, how amazing it has been to be working for 25 years in what you love, and finally you have the opportunity to be Captain America.